Well guys, what's a moto vlog without a bit of vlog? So today let's talk about why I am getting really sick of Apple and Macs. So primarily my channel's motorcycle related. If you're seeing this because you've never seen me before, I don't do tech videos. I'm not a professional in tech. I do, however, use Apple for my video editing, for my motorcycle stuff. And I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and yeah, my channel's very small, I get that, but so here it is. This is my setup for editing video. I do it right in the garage. I just, I come out here, I film, and I edit right on spot. And I will say that the MacBook has been pretty good for that. Just a couple of issues though. The price that this MacBook was insane. Now I bought this as a 2016 model. Thank God for that, because the 2017 and up had that ridiculously terrible keyboard that's just guaranteed to break. And I've had good luck with this as a piece of hardware. But it's still just a dual core processor, 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's just got really pathetic benchmarks. It's just not, I'm at the point where a 20-minute video can hardly play back in iMovie. And that's all I'm using is iMovie. I'm not using like the professional editing software or anything. So I've quickly reached limits. My initial thought was, let's go in to the Apple store and actually look at some iMacs, Mac Mini, whatever, Mac Pro, iMac Pro, whatever. Let's look at it. First of all, iMac Pro, $5,000. Well, that's out for me. I'm just a small-scale YouTuber. I don't even make money from this. So, hell no. The next model down, iMac. Alright, it looks okay, around $1,200 up to $1,600 depending on the size of screen you get. They look great. I mean, as far as a physical piece of hardware, great. Start to look at it. 8 gigs of RAM.
8 gigs of RAM.
You know, a better processor, but here's something else that's bothering me. I build gaming computers on the side. That's not part of my YouTube channel. I just build them for my friends. I'm a long-time gamer, and I found it a long time ago that you better be able to build your own hardware. For $5,000, I can build anyone like a NASA computer. I mean, it's ridiculous for what $5,000 will get you in a PC. For $2,500, you can have an incredible machine capable of high-level VR even. I mean, it's just, you get so much more out of a regular desktop than out of a Mac. It's insane. Now, this isn't news to anyone. Everyone knows, yeah, Macs are expensive. Yeah, you can get better hardware on a PC. That's fine. But why do we use a Mac? Well, for me, it was the video editing software, GarageBand, and all the easy-to-use creative apps. Well, it used to be that that was the only way to go if you were sort of a beginner and didn't quite know, you maybe weren't skilled enough to use Adobe Premiere Pro, let's say. Well, now there is other applications you can use. I'm messing around with Filmora right now, for example. It turns out, even though it's got pros and cons with iMovie, Filmora looks like it's going to work pretty well, and in fact better than iMovie, because you can layer more than 2 tracks. That is the biggest problem with the iMovie, is that 2 tracks. That means if I have footage and I have a picture that I want to superimpose on that, that's it. I'm done. You can't do anything else. You can, but you have to do a workaround, and it's a really big pain in the ass. You have to actually export the file, then re-import the file, then you can layer on top of that file. But then you run into issues with compression. You run into all kinds of weird issues that you won't even see until you upload your video to YouTube. So, Mac, you've done it. I know you hate your customers, and you could have had my $3,500. You could have. Absolutely, I would have paid it if it really was worth $3,500, $5,000, whatever. But it's not. It's not worth it. So I'm not doing it anymore. I will make do. I'll figure out how to use the harder to use tools, whatever I have to do. I mean, I still have my MacBook, but it's just getting to the point where I'm reaching the limits of it. And then I look at the new models of these Macs, and they're like no better. So, in fact, in some ways worse. Well, guys, this is a divisive video. I'm sure it'll get a lot of thumbs down. Anyways, I promise I'm back to motorcycles after this. So, you guys have a good one. Like and subscribe, please. Happy to answer questions about editing software and things like that as far as what I've used. I am an amateur, but I'm happy to answer questions. Y'all have a good one. See you next time.